Welcome back everybody, Dan here, and today's a super exciting video. So I have kept this under wraps for as long as I possibly could, and I actually did a pretty good job. A couple of you in Discord chat and things like that had kind of been asking me, you know, hey, is something up? Are you getting a new wheel? Like one or two of you actually even guessed that it was an AccuForce. But I did a good job. I kept it secret. I didn't even want to mention it or talk about it until it got here. And as you guys can see, we've got ourselves a new wheel that's going to add major immersion and a lot more fun into our sim racing experience for myself and for the channel here. So this is super, super exciting. I actually got this yesterday and I have not opened this at all. This is going to be an unboxing. I was actually going to wait until sometime further into 2019 to pick this up because it's not an inexpensive item. I mean, this is a direct drive wheel and they can be kind of pricey, but SimXperience had a promotion going on for Black Friday, and that was just last week, that they had this AccuForce Pro V2 on sale for $9.99, and that is an incredible deal for any direct drive wheel. But the package that the Pro comes with is everything you need, plug and play. And yeah, so they had that deal $9.99. And I just want to mention really quick, guys, for any of you who may have been considering picking up an AccuForce, now's probably the time to do it. They are going to continue on this sale of $9.99 while supplies last. And it actually took them a little while to get it shipped to me because they are getting slammed with orders. So there are a lot of people ordering these because of the promotion, because of the deal. And if you thought about purchasing this one, you may not want to wait and you may want to. It's just advice from me, friendly advice, guys. If you're wanting to purchase this before it goes back to the regular price, do it now while you still can, because I know that supplies will not last forever. And once they are gone, they are going to go back up in price. So that's just simple math there, guys. But now let's get to what we're here for, and that is going to be to unbox this thing. I have not opened this thing yet. I wanted to last night, but I want to do it on camera and make a video. And so this has not been opened at all. You guys are going to witness this experience firsthand with me. Before we get it open, though, I want to mention a couple of things about the outside of the box here. First and foremost, this thing is really, really heavy. It is very, very heavy. It actually moves the desk around a little bit when I move it around. I'm not exactly sure what the exact poundage is. I didn't look at it, but you just take my word, it's super, super heavy. The other thing I want to mention, before even opening this thing, I can tell you, because I picked it up and kind of shook it around, the stuff in this box is packed in here tight. Nothing is moving. You can't hear anything jingling around, nothing. This stuff is in here solid, so they've got this bad boy packed in here good. That's really, really good, especially you guys can see here in the case, in cases like this, UPS was not very kind with this box, okay? This is no fault of SimXperience. It's just the UPS guys kind of seemed like they might have been in a hurry. And you can see as I turn this box around, it got beat and bashed around. But it does seem like nothing in there is moving around, and I feel confident that because of the packaging, that everything is going to be safe. Now, the one thing that I will mention, I have mentioned before, guys, and I'm just going to mention it again because I feel like it's kind of important. So I do love, as you guys can see, there's company branding on the front of this box, which is cool. Having the branding and the product on the box does add a sense of worth and value, because you feel like you're buying something that somebody has put some time invested in, not only the product, but the packaging too. However, I just want to mention this really, really quick. This is a quick criticism, and it's not just this company. A lot of stuff that I have purchased has been like this. While this box with the branding is cool, I do wish that the items would be shipped in a generic, you know, put this box inside a generic brown shipping box that doesn't have anything on the outside showing what may be on the inside. Because while I like seeing it, I don't want everyone to see what is in this box, because you know, people these days, if somebody happens to see it and they know what it is, it's easier for somebody to snag it. That being said, I was required to sign for this box. So, you know, the chances of this getting stolen were very, very slim. But it is just a criticism that I have for a lot of companies. And I just wish that items would be shipped in a more generic, non-labeled box so not everybody can see what it is. But that's the end of that, guys. I'm going to get on to the next thing because I'm super excited and I'm tired of talking about that part. We're going to grab our knife here and we're going to get into this box and see what's in here because I am so excited. This is going to add so much immersion and so much more fun to our racing, guys. I can't wait. I'm super excited about this. This is awesome. Oh, it's stapled too. I didn't realize that. So let's see what are we going to do about that. So there were some staples under. There we go. So I can tell you that is not going to open without someone forcing it open. Guaranteed. All right. So there we go. We got some boxes here. This is kind of the color that I'm referring to, the generic shipping containers here. All right. So let's see what we've got here. I'm going to open this. I know I did order the angled mounting bracket. That may or may not be what this is, but let's see here. Hopefully you guys can see this in my other camera over there. Trying to get a couple different angles for you guys. And once we get this all unboxed, I'll get it on the table here and we'll do a little bit better job. I'll get you some close-ups. Yep, and that was correct. I'm just going to throw some of this stuff off to the side. Well packaged, guys. Super good packaging here. This is what I expected. It's the, you know, it's going to be components, I believe, of the angled bracket, which we'll get that figured out once we get it mounted to the rig. Yes, that is what this is. So cool. So depending on whether or not you order that, it is an additional charge. It was around $40. Depending on whether you order that, you may or may not have this equipment in the box when you get it. And here are a lot of mountings. So they give you the bolts needed also. Very cool. Very cool. For now, I'm just going to lay this off to the side, guys. We'll get that back here in just a few minutes. All right, so I was thinking we were going to be able to open all this with just a knife, but they have got this stuff stapled nice and tight. And this is exactly, I want to make sure that's not in my way. This is exactly why stuff was not moving around in here. And that was because they've got this stuff so tightly packaged in here. All right, what have we got here? Wheel maybe? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry if I'm being silly, guys. I am so excited about this. You just do not know how excited I am. I've been waiting for that. Oh, that is... Wow, that is a huge rim. I knew that it was going to be... Let me just make sure nothing else is in here. Nope. But hopefully you guys can see from that camera angle here. Look how tightly packaged they had this stuff. This stuff is important, guys. Let me show you this to the front camera too. They had a lot of packing material, and it's not just like the popcorn, guys. It's super tight packaging. And man, would you just take a good look at this wheel? Hopefully you guys can see that. I'll give you, hopefully that'll kind of zoom. This thing is epic. Holy smokes. Look at that. I am super impressed with this. This is much bigger than my my Evo Alcantara rim. Hold on, bear with me. All right. Here's my Evo Alcantara rim, which I thought was a pretty decent sized rim. Look how much bigger it is. It's way bigger. This thing, and I can throw that stuff now because it's junk. Compared to this, that is junk. This is heavy. I mean, the rim itself and the button box, which can come into separate pieces, guys. I'm hoping I'm getting you enough angles here. Man, this thing itself's got to be, I'm guessing, 8 pounds or probably more. That is absolutely ridiculous. When you order a direct drive wheel, or in specific here, the AccuForce, guys, what you're getting is professional equipment. You know, I have upped the bar here, guys. I've gone from toy-like gaming equipment with Thrustmaster to professional equipment. I wasn't going to be showing off the rim that much, but man, oh man, am I impressed, and we're not even, that is amazing. So I'm gonna set this off the side temporarily, guys. If you can't tell, I'm getting very excited about this. I wasn't gonna make this video too long, but it's gonna be a little bit longer than I thought. And what I'm gonna do is I think we can start pulling some stuff out here, and I'm sorry if I am hitting the microphone. All right, so here are some cables we need. I'm assuming, well, I'll open this up in a second. Let me put that there. Big white box. That I'm thinking is going to be the controller box / power box. And then this super heavy box, hold on one second. This, I'm assuming, I'm sure I am correct, is going to actually be the Wheelbase. Should be. So let's open that up. This I'm really excited to see. This in the pictures looks just absolutely beautiful. And I'll tell you, one of the main reasons, well, there's a lot of reasons, but one of the particular reasons that I went with an AccuForce, guys, is because it's one of the only direct drive wheels where they seem to give a shit, pardon my French, but they seem to care about what the item looks like. Every other direct drive wheel is like just a generic, random, they all look like the exact same, electric motor, and there's no branding or anything. One of the things that really drove me to the AccuForce is that it looks like they took time in the branding. I'm going to show you that in a second, but what I want to show you really quick, guys, I'm going to be careful with this, is the packaging. Hopefully this camera is still running. And look how tight this stuff is. This is why it doesn't matter how much UPS bang this box around. This stuff ain't going nowhere. I have opened some stuff in sim racing, for sim racing equipment and not sim racing equipment where the stuff was not in the box tight. This means a lot to me. They have packaged the heck out of this, and I appreciate that. Thank you, SimXperience, for that. I'm going to safely get this out of the box somehow because I do not want to mess up any of the wires or anything like that. This is an expensive component, so I want to be very, very careful with it, although I'm sure it's super, super durable. Man, and I'll get you kind of a close-up on this, guys. This is heavy-duty foam or something that they're using. This is what's holding everything from not touching each other, and I have to say, oh, there she is. Hopefully you guys can see that. I don't even want to take it out of the box. I don't want to take the chance of scratching it up, but I'm going to. What a damn piece of artwork this is, guys. Holy smokes. And that, wow, this thing is freaking heavy. What I'm going to do, nothing else in that box. You can see my hand is shaking, guys. That's because this thing is freaking heavy. Let's toss that box. Let's make sure we don't scratch this up because this is a damn beautiful, beautiful piece of equipment. If you guys cannot tell, I am so stoked about this. Sorry if this video runs a little long, but I am so, so excited about this, guys. I've been waiting a long time to get a piece of equipment like this in my hands. Look at that. Oh my gosh, man. Wow. That, if you're not, into sim racing, guys, and if you're new here and you don't know my background, I get pretty excited about components for sim racing. And this piece of equipment is like a dream piece of equipment for a lot of people. It is very, very expensive. And I've been sim racing a long, long time and been waiting for something like this, and that is where my excitement lies. I can tell you right now, without even using this, just based on the build quality, guys, if you have the budget to go and get one of these, skip the other stuff. Just skip the other stuff. I'm telling you guys, I haven't even hooked this thing up and used it yet. Just skip the other stuff. So, yeah, so it is absolutely beautiful. I know I'm kind of far away from that camera. Kind of give you a close-up in this camera. Hopefully you can see that. Look at the quality. This is not just a sticker. This is a 3D printed, you know, letter. I mean, that's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I can't believe how heavy it is. But everything is like industrial grade, high quality steel. This is so crazy. So there's more to it though. So let me not just get tied up on one thing here. Don't want to make this video an hour long. I know you guys are waiting for stuff. So let's look and see what kind of wires we have here. I'm not going to lose that one. Get everything on the desk so we can take a look at it all. Man, that wheel is amazing. So yeah, so this is just going to be various plugs for the power box, which is in here. I'll open that in just a second. Yeah, so that's what's going to be. These are going to be, I believe this is going to be a connection that goes from the base to the rim, and possibly there's two of those. Like I said, I got to look into all this stuff and see what's going on. Another power box here. Let's get this bad boy open. You guys just don't understand how excited I am for this. This is the way to go. This is going to bring us to the next level. I mean, this takes you from like a hobbyist sim racer to like you're legit and professional with something like this. Let's see here. I believe that's how that opens. Maybe. Am I doing that right? Nope, I'm not doing that right. There we go. Oh yeah. Very cool. So here's some more cabling. This is going to be some kind of USB connection, which I'll figure out what that is. Let's see here. I want to be careful with this stuff. Not because I don't think it's durable, just because I know it's durable, but just because I want to keep it pristine and pretty. All right, so here's some more cabling. So I believe what the deal is, if I'm not mistaken, yes, so let me see if you can see that one in there. On the back of that, guys, hopefully that's in view, I can't tell. There's a USB connection back here, okay? So basically, you can connect something in the back of this like a dash, a digital display, something like that. And instead of having to run that USB connection all the way to the PC, you can just run it to the wheelbase, to the rim, to the back of the rim. And then there's a, I believe, I'm assuming for right now, I think I'm right, there is basically a USB port for that kind of thing here. It connects to the controller box. And then I believe there's going to be some USB connections, I believe. And again, don't quote me on all this, but I'm pretty sure I have read and seen that you can, basically this is a jump box for USB. Instead of having to plug something that's connected to the wheel into the computer, you could just connect it into the wheel. The wheel talks to this box, excuse me, goes to the computer. So I believe that's how that works. I believe that's why they have a couple USB plugs. Those are, and if you're curious what the brand is here, we've got Trip Light with a lifetime warranty, model U023003, if that means anything to you. I think it's just going to be a generic USB cable. So this, in videos I have seen and stuff, again, we're going to toss this, running out of room here. This here in videos I've seen seem to be a lot heavier. It looked to be a lot heavier. This is actually not heavy at all, which is a good thing. Definitely a solid build quality, but where everything else is a very industrial heavy metal, like the wheel base, the metal on the rim itself, this is just a plastic box, which is fine. It's just a controller box. It doesn't do anything. It does look like it's got several mounting locations if you want to put it on your rig, if you want to put it on the floor. I will figure all that out. There's definitely a power source in here, PCU, a power supply unit, various plugs and holes where I will get all that stuff squared away, get everything plugged in. But man, this is some nice stuff. Now that I've got everything off the table, though, we're going to take a quick look at this again. So if you don't get the Pro version, a lot of this stuff comes separately. Sometimes you even have to source your own rim, but you can get their button box. Basically, that button box, it comes off of here. And so all these buttons here can come off of this rim. You can mount it on any rim you want with a typical any racing steering wheel. I believe it's a 60 or 70 millimeter standard, just like in an actual car. Anything with that bolt pattern, you can mount this to the back. And the cool thing about it is there are a couple of Allen keys in the back for the top two. And the top two button boxes, maybe you can see that better here, the top two button boxes here are adjustable. That's really cool, because I like having a lot of options when it comes to rims. You guys know that. And so being able to utilize the same button box and not have to mess with all that on all of my rims is going to be really, really freaking cool. So let's see. Lots of wires. Lots of nuts and bolts that we need, USB cables. Want to make sure I'm not missing anything here, guys. I think that's everything. So yeah, so this is everything that it comes with on the table here. I just cannot get over how beautiful, oh my God, and how heavy the wheelbase is. That's ridiculous. And look at the stainless steel on this. This is attention to detail, guys. I've been telling you guys this for a long, long time. I know there are a lot of direct drive wheels out there to purchase. I've done a lot of research. I also know, I'm not going to lie to you, that there are some direct drive wheels that have a little more force than this. Not a whole lot more, but a little more force. But the package that you get with this, and the fact that it's plug and play, and the price point, especially at $9.99 on sale, you cannot beat that. I mean, you just can't beat it. So I think that was all I wanted to talk about, guys. My excitement has got me a little overwhelmed here. Oh, the one thing I did want to mention, you'll probably have noticed, and I don't think I saw any, there was no instructions in the box. That is because, and I'm going to do a separate video just on this. I was going to do it part of this video, but I think there's enough information there that it needs its own video, so that will come shortly after this. What it is they email you after you get your shipping tracking number and things like that. They actually email you an email that has a AccuForce Owners Association club member thing where you can go in and you can become a member and just chat and mingle with other people who have had these longer than you and shorter than you, and everybody can kind of talk and discuss different ways to set up the software that comes with it. Oh, that's another thing too. This does come with a software that is really, really awesome. I'm going to talk about that also. I'm not going to bring that up because there's a lot of discussion on that already, but I am going to do a separate video talking about the software because it's a deep software, but it's an amazing software. So that's going to be really cool. We'll do a whole video kind of once I get my hands wrapped around it, get my mind wrapped around it. I'm going to kind of show you guys the power of it, because that's what it is, a powerful piece of software. Not for today's video, but anyways, you do get an email that has like directions, introduction, several different things, and it also has like a forum you can join and stuff like that. So that's where the directions are. So if you're looking for directions, you see I didn't pull any directions out. That is because that comes in an email, which I will show you in a separate video. So hopefully, guys, you've enjoyed this. Hopefully I've touched on everything and I haven't left anything out. But to be honest with you, at this point, I want to just get it over there on my rig, start putting it together, start driving with it, messing with it kind of off camera, and just getting a feel for it, you know. But I did want to unbox it with you guys. There will be a first look coming. There will be a long-term review, but that'll be a little ways out because I want to really know the machine before I do a long-term review. You know how I am, guys. But I will do a first look, initial impressions kind of deal, and there'll be plenty of videos coming out with this bad boy. You can guarantee that. The only concern I have right now is I am not sure if my GT Omega ART cockpit is going to be able to manage the strength of this wheel. That is something we're going to find out shortly. If not, I can always add a little bracing to it and stuff like that. I will mention that I am going to be partnering with GT Omega, and they probably will more than likely be sending me out a rig that is stronger at some point in time, so that's pretty cool. And so that'll be for another video. But yeah, that's the only concern I have for right now, today, literally, is getting this thing on my GT Omega without it flipping the rig upside down with the force that it can produce. So that's going to be fun to find out. I think that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I hope that you guys enjoy this. Hope it wasn't too terribly long, and please give it a like if you enjoyed it. If you're looking to get a direct drive wheel and you have or have not considered AccuForce, go check the AccuForce out. I highly recommend it, and do it now while it's on sale. That's just a pro tip from me. My friendly tip to you. Do it while there still is stock in there that's on sale. Because why would you buy something for $1,200, $1,300 when you can get it today for $9.99, right? Anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap it up and quit rambling. Thanks so much for watching as always, guys. I always appreciate it, and we will talk to you in the next video. We'll see you later.